Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to be reviewing the Chex Mix traditional... No, we're not doing that. Just doing a video in my car makes me feel like I'm a food reviewer. So something pretty strange happened to my voice since I put out my last video. The one where I took that set of chords commented by my Facebook friends and made a bunch of songs out of it. As I was in the process of working on an album version of that project, which was going to have extended versions of those songs and other, new material based off of that, I woke up one day basically, and suddenly I couldn't sing above a certain part of my range, and it just felt like my chords just weren't closing properly. I would also notice as I tried to go lower in my voice that it would just get airy, and I would kind of lose it at the bottom. Over the course of the next few days, this kind of got worse, and it just felt like I basically lost my voice completely. I couldn't really sing. It would just come out as this very hoarse, kind of gravelly nothingness, and even talking in anything but pretty quiet environments just really wasn't working. It would again come out very hoarse and gravelly. So my assumption was that I must have damaged my voice somehow by straining it in some way. But when I got it looked at by a doctor, it turned out that there was no damage to the chords themselves. It was just that the right side of the chords was moving normally, but the left side was just sort of hanging there. So that meant that the chords weren't closing together as they needed to create louder and higher pitched sounds. And I was having to kind of push and strain my voice to try and compensate with only the right side, and that was what was creating a lot of that kind of hoarse, fatigued, strained sound. Now this was back in the end of July. The prescription from the doctor was to just wait and do nothing and basically cross our fingers that it'll come back, and thankfully that does seem to be the case. I have pretty clear evidence that I'm able to sing and talk in registers that were just not there before, but it's still, there's definitely a chunk of the voice that's missing. Like if I just sort of move through the range again, it snaps in there, and then that just like doesn't come out. It sounds very it's like a new puberty for me. Hooray. So bottom line, what that meant for the work that I was doing, I wasn't able to finish that album version of the aforementioned project, and also all this other material that I've basically been like secretly working on for years now, just like writing and then kind of trying to perfect and just getting caught up in the endless loop of that, of like tweaking and tweaking and tweaking. I'm at this stage where, at least for the time being, I can't finish any of that work, and so it leaves me at this point where it's like, okay, well, if I know I want to put a lot more into my own music and my own work and this platform and really growing this and creating more content for you guys, if I can't finish these albums, well, what else could I do? And the obvious answer, I think, is to really focus a lot more on creating videos. And there's certainly plenty of content, musical content alone, not to mention other things relating to music and just me talking to a camera in my car, that I can do even if I can't sing. So I find myself at this point where I very clearly know that I want to focus on finishing projects rather than continually creating them in secret. Ultimately, I have lots and lots of albums that I've written and want to actually put out for people to enjoy, and certainly I envision myself writing many, many more albums. But in the shorter term, with my voice not being in shape and wanting to focus on video content, I see this as an opportunity to really, really combat those perfectionistic tendencies by basically doing the opposite. As a way of defeating perfectionism, why not just be a hyper-imperfectionist? And so the way that I'm going about this is that I'm doing a 369-day challenge, which is pretty nuts. But the idea is that I'll be releasing one video a day for 369 days. So between today and the first day of 2021. Now, this of course means that I won't be able to just keep making really high production value stuff as I've always wanted to. I certainly can do that, but it just means that in addition to more detailed, involved cover videos and music videos and projects and things, that I'll also be putting out improvisations and videos where I'm just talking about something, and educational content, and who knows what else. I really would love to get experimental with this, and in particular, I would love to do anything that you guys would like to see. If you have any thoughts, ideas as far as what kind of videos you want to see me do, please do let me know. So this is just something I wanted to put up real quick as a start to this 369-day chain that I'll be doing, and just to update you all about what's been going on with me and what the plans are for this year, and to say that if you have been waiting for me to start putting out more stuff again, now is the time that I'm actually committing to doing that. So I look forward to seeing you again and again and again and again in the coming year. Hope you'll enjoy the stuff that I'm doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you on the next one.